The people making real money with AI aren't doing what you think. They're not coding complex apps. They're building simple AI agents, like this one, that make over $2,800 a month, and it was built with zero code. If you've been watching AI videos but still don't know how to make your first dollar, this is for you. I'm going to show you the exact 3-step blueprint to build and sell your own, even if you're a complete beginner. First, we'll find a problem businesses will happily pay you thousands to solve. Second, you'll watch me build the core of the agent live. And third, I'll give you the simple script to land your first paying client. And that last part is key, because my approach is not what you'd expect. Okay, let's get straight to the value. The biggest mistake beginners make is thinking they need expensive or complicated tools. You don't. The best place to start is a platform called VoiceFlow. It has a free plan that is more than powerful enough to get your first client. Pause this video, go sign up for an account. It takes 30 seconds. Do it now and you'll have taken the first step. Here's why this is so important. A valuable AI agent connects to a business's real, live data. It's not about generic ChatGPT answers. It's about solving specific problems, things like checking custom inventory, booking complex appointments, or answering questions about a specific order. That's what businesses pay for, and VoiceFlow lets you do it without code. All right, you have your account. So where do you find a problem worth over $2,000 a month? It's not where you think. You don't need to find some high-tech startup. You need to find a local business that's annoyed. Here's the first method, the repetitive question goldmine. Think about a local plumber or a dog groomer. They get asked the same 10 questions every single day. What are your hours? How much for a deep clean? Are you open on Saturdays? Each phone call stops them from doing their actual job. Your first agent idea is right there. Go to any local business's website, find their FAQ page. That's not a list of questions. That's a list of problems they will pay you to automate. That's a $500 a month agent, and it's the easiest place to start. Second, the appointment booking leak. Most service businesses lose money after 5 p.m. Imagine someone needs a dentist at 10 p.m. because they have a toothache. They find a local clinic online and use the contact form. What happens? Nothing. They wait. And while they wait, they find another dentist who can book them right now. An AI agent doesn't sleep. It can ask qualifying questions, check the schedule, and book that $1,200 appointment instantly. You're not just saving them time. You are actively making them money. That's a $1,500 a month agent. Third, the where is my order bottleneck. Every small e-commerce store is buried in these emails. A customer who bought a $47 product will send 3 emails asking for a tracking number. The owner has to stop everything, log into Shopify, find the order, and paste the number. It's a huge waste of time. Your agent can connect directly to their store's data and provide instant answers 24/7. You just saved them from hiring a part-time support person. That's an easy $800 a month agent. Okay, that's 3 high-value problems you can solve this week. A Q&A agent, a booking agent, and an e-commerce support agent. Most people get stuck right here, spending weeks trying to pick the perfect idea. Don't do that. You don't need a business degree for this. You just need to be observant. If you can spot a repetitive question on a website, you can find a problem worth $1,000 a month. The key is to pick one and build it fast. So right now, you're going to watch me build the core of one of these. But here's the part most tutorials skip. The difference between a $200 agent and a $2,000 agent isn't the complexity. It's one single decision you make before you build anything. And we're going to cover that right now. Alright, let's solve the mystery. The one decision that turns a simple chatbot into a valuable AI agent is this: moving from just answering questions to taking action using the business's live data. A cheap bot says, our hours are 9 to 5. A valuable agent says, we have an opening at 3:15 p.m. tomorrow. Should I book that for you? See the difference? One is a glorified FAQ. The other is an employee that closes deals. So for our build, we're tackling the appointment booking leak for a high-end dental clinic. We'll build an agent that books appointments 24/7 by connecting to their actual calendar. This is exactly how you justify a price tag like $2,800 a month. Let's jump into VoiceFlow. I have a blank project open. Don't let the interface intimidate you. We're only going to use a few simple blocks. Think of this like building with digital Legos. First, we map out the conversation. What's the simplest path? It starts with a greeting. I'll drag a text block onto the canvas and have it say, Welcome to Smith Dental. Are you looking to book a new appointment or manage an existing one? We give them two clear options right away. Next, I'll add two choice blocks, which create clickable buttons for new appointment and manage. Now we have two paths. Today, we're focusing on the money maker, booking new clients. From the new appointment button, we need to know what service they want. I'll add another text block that asks, "Great, what type of service are you looking for? For example, a cleaning, whitening, or a consultation." Now we need to capture their answer. This is important. I'll use a capture block. It listens for the user's response and saves it. We'll save their answer in a variable called service type. A variable is just a digital notepad where the AI can store a piece of information, like the service they want. It's that simple. You just gave the AI a memory. See that? You just built the first few steps of a real conversation. If you can drag and drop a file on your computer, you have all the technical skills you need for this. But right now, this is still just a simple chatbot. Here's where we add the $2,000 move. We need to connect to the dental clinic's real live calendar. And that brings us to the part that sounds scary, but really isn't, the API. Okay, API sounds technical. I get it. But for our purposes, an API is just a special link that lets two apps talk to each other. It's like a translator between VoiceFlow and Google Calendar. You don't need to know how it works. You just need to know how to copy and paste the link. I'm dragging in an API block. See this box? It's just asking for a link. In a tool like Calendly, you go to Settings, find a section called API and Webhooks, and click a button that says Generate Key. It gives you a secret link to copy. You paste that link right here in VoiceFlow. This block now sends a request. It's like tapping Google Calendar on the shoulder and asking, "Hey, are there any 60-minute slots open for a cleaning next Tuesday?" Google Calendar then sends back a list of available times. This single block is the entire difference. You've gone from a bot that says, "Please call us," to an agent that says, "We have an opening at 3:15 p.m. Would you like to book it?" You just saved the clinic a $1,200 new patient? That's not a tool. That is a revenue machine. Now, once the calendar sends back the open slots, we use a text block to show them to the user. We can write, "Perfect. We have the following times available," and then display the times we got back. The user picks one. And once they pick a time, we use another API block to send that confirmation back to the calendar. The agent says, "Excellent. I have you confirmed for a cleaning on Tuesday at 3:15 p.m. You'll receive a confirmation email shortly." But we're not done. A professional agent needs two more things. First, we need the user's information. Right before confirming, we'll add capture blocks for their name and phone number. We store these in variables. Now we can book the appointment under their actual name. Second, we need a safety net. What if the user asks something weird, like, "Do you validate parking?" This is where most cheap bots fail. They just say, "Sorry, I don't understand." It's a dead end. A professional agent has a fallback. We'll create a final block that says, "That's a great question. I don't have the answer, but I can have our office manager call you back. What's the best number to reach you?" We capture their number and email it to the staff. No lead is ever lost. This single feature gives the business owner incredible peace of mind. So let's recap the 4 core steps. 1. We mapped the basic conversation. 2. We used an API block to connect to the business's live calendar. 3. We captured the user's details to complete the booking. And 4. We built a fallback to handle unexpected questions. That's it. That is the core of a nearly $3,000 a month AI agent. It's not 1,000 complicated features. It's 4 simple steps that solve one high-value problem. Let's do the math on why this is such an easy sell. The average value of a new dental patient is $1,200. If this agent captures just 3 new patients a month that would have been lost after hours, that is $3,600 in new revenue. Suddenly, paying you isn't a cost. It's a smart investment with a clear return. You are selling them a system that adds thousands to their business every single month. Now you might be thinking, "Okay, I see how it's built, but how do I actually find a business to pay me for this? I have no experience." That's the part where 99% of people get stuck. But landing your first client is simpler than building the agent. You just need to know who to talk to and exactly what to say. So, who do you send this to and what do you say? You're not going to blast out 100 generic emails. You're going to find one local business, find the owner's name on their website or LinkedIn, and send them this. 3 simple sentences. Subject: quick question about your booking process. Body: hi, owner's name. I noticed on your website that clients can only book appointments by calling during business hours. I specialize in building simple AI assistants for their industry, for example, dental clinics, that can book qualified clients 24/7, so you never miss a lead after hours. Are you open to a brief chat next week to see if it could be a good fit? That's it. It's helpful, not pushy. It shows you've done your research, identifies a specific problem, and offers a clear solution. This email gets replies because it's about them, not you. The fear of rejection is real, I get it. But remember, you're not a salesperson. You're a problem solver, you're offering value, not asking for a favor. Now, what I just showed you is where most tutorials stop. But avoiding 3 common mistakes is just as important as building the agent itself. First mistake: promising a do-everything AI. The client will ask, can it also do this? Wanting to please them, you'll say yes. This is a trap. A great agent does one thing perfectly. Your job is to define the exact scope. Stick to booking appointments or answering the top 15 FAQs. Second mistake: a bad safety net. Your agent will get a question it can't answer. If it just says, I don't understand, the client sees it as a failure. But if it says, that's a great question for our team, what's the best number to call you back? It just turned a failure into a warm lead. That's a pro move. I learned this the hard way. My first agent was for an auto repair shop. I was so focused on the booking part, I didn't build a good fallback. A customer asked about a rare car model. The bot panicked and just repeated, I can book appointments. The customer got frustrated and the shop owner called me that afternoon. I almost lost the client on day 1. It was a painful lesson. The fallback isn't an extra feature, it's the most important one. Third mistake: the set it and forget it mindset. You must review the conversations once a week. Look at the questions the agent couldn't answer. You can add that new knowledge in 15 minutes. This constant improvement is how you justify your monthly fee. You're selling a result that gets better over time. When you avoid these mistakes, this is what happens. Here's a screenshot from one of our agents' dashboards. It handled 481 inquiries last month. The business owner told me that saved their front desk about 30 hours of work. That's real, measurable value. And here's an email from another client, a dental clinic. The agent booked 4 new patient consultations over the weekend. 4 new patients at $1,200 each. That's $4,800 in revenue that didn't exist before. Suddenly, your monthly fee seems small, doesn't it? This is how you build a real business. You start with one client in one niche, like dentists. You learn their exact problems. Then you take that same proven agent and sell it to another dentist, then another. You become the go-to AI expert for that industry. You're not starting from scratch every time. You're deploying a system you've already perfected. That's how you scale from your first client to $10,000 a month without working more hours. We started this journey because you want to make real money with AI. You now have the complete blueprint, the problems to solve, the step-by-step build, and the mistakes to avoid. But knowledge is useless without action. So here is your one single task for today. Don't try to build the whole agent. Just open a new tab, find the website for one local business in your town, and find their FAQ page. That's it. Look at the questions they're already answering. That list is your starting point. It's the first step from watching videos to building something valuable. A year from now, you could have a handful of these agents running, making you an extra $3, $4, even $5,000 a month. Or you could still be watching videos, wondering when the right time to start is. The only difference is taking that first step. And you now know exactly what it is. If this video gave you the clarity you've been looking for, subscribe. Every video here is about building real income with AI. No hype, just actionable strategies. Thanks for watching, and go find that FAQ page.